ball game.
What's good, everyone? Welcome back to Shonen Hoops. My Omar, co-host Andy.
So,
Time for the centers. We did the point guard, shooting guard, small forward, and power forward. Small forward and power forward got a little tricky, but we're down to the centers.
yeah, this is the last part of our 5-part series. In case you guys haven't seen those and you guys want to have a good laugh at our freaking list and our discrepancies of who plays what, we're probably gonna put a little playlist. So enjoy and like.
Some players are way too hard, but whatever.
Yeah, some players are way too low. That's how lists work.
All right,
Okay.
so let's talk about too low. You go first at 10 at
All right.
center. What do you
So
got?
after having to readjust again my list, and turns out that this guy is going to be a center. I am putting at number 10 is Isaiah Hartenstein.
He didn't make my list. Okay.
That's crazy though because he actually did play really well in New York last
He
season.
did. He absolutely.
Well,
But
okay,
I can't
so-
wait to see who did it.
So, the reason why I have Isaiah Hartenstein is because I feel like when Mitchell Robinson was injured and he was out for New York, he picked up the ball and ran with it. I feel like he became such an essential thing for the New York Knicks, which I don't know why. When Mitchell Robinson was good again, he went back to starting over Isaiah Hartenstein. I'm pretty sure that was the thing, or am I tripping?
I think you're true.
All right, so whatever. Okay, even if let's just say I am tripping because maybe I just don't know ball.
Don't.
Isaiah Hartenstein, for a fact, just being able to become what they needed and surpass their expectations of being just someone like a filler spot for Mitchell Robinson to get back is something that can't be underlooked. And I think what he's going to be doing with Chat, with J Dubs, with SGA, it's going to be, I feel like it should be a perfect fit. But I am wary to see how he plays with Chat because in my head it just obviously you just have to see them play first, but I feel like it's going to be a struggle. But if they can make it work, Isaiah Hartenstein should be a top 10 contender of being a top 10 center. And who knows? He might be the reasons why they go farther because he can fill the gaps that Chet wasn't able to do, which will be being stronger in defense, getting better rebounds, and who knows? They might have themselves their own form of a Twin Towers there in OKC.
Yeah, I have nothing against. I just want to see it one more year. Okay, just a one-off year in New York. I think the fit between those two should be pretty good, but he did not make my list.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say nothing else. At my 10, I have Jared Allen.
He didn't make my list.
All right, so there we go. That's probably where we go off. Yes, Jared Allen. Honestly, same things about Zane Harnstein, just a little bit more athletic, a little bit better of a shot blocker. But yeah, they're very similar in play style. Jared Allen, they both are really good in the pick and roll. Neither of them can. Isaiah Hartenstein can shoot the ball a little bit more, but Jared Allen protect the rim, protecting spaces as well. Has very good hands, can finish above the rim. A very good starting center in this league.
Okay, I have nothing bad to say about him. My only thing is that hopefully he learned. I just for me to put him in top 10, he needs to just be able to play with whoever he needs to play with. That's it.
Yeah, the issue between Evan Mobley and Allen.
Yeah, exactly.
But we'll see.
All right, number 9.
Maybe too low, but it is what it is. Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert, baby, number 9. All right. Okay, yo, we're looking nice here.
Look at that.
Look at
Talks
that.
about Rudy Gobert.
Okay, so I know the whole. So my problem is with the thing with this is that obviously relevancy is a case here where it's like during the playoffs, for some reason the defensive player of the year was a liability in a lot of moments to the Timberwolves. I'm not gonna mention the moment with Luka because Luka's Luka, he's phenomenal. But no matter what, if you're winning defensive player of the year, what is he? I think he's 3-time now. He's 3-time defensive player of the year.
Might be 4.
Okay, 3 or 4-time defensive player of the year. We're talking here. And there are all stars, there are phenomenal players that you can't stop, that they want you to defend them so they can score. You if there's no fear in the strongest role or in the strongest aspect of your game to other players, dude, that's crazy. But if there's no fear of what you should be doing the best at, what you're getting rewarded at being the best at, yet people are willingly going to you because they know they can take you, then there has to be something fixed there. And obviously
Yeah.
we're not saying that he's the worst or anything. He's in a top 10 centers, and being number 9 is nothing to scoff at. But there are players that are better than him and that are more flexible, can do more things than just defend. And that is why Rudy Gobert, at least for me, is at number 9.
Yeah, I think he's not. It's too many times in the playoffs. He got benched in the Olympics for the same reason. He's not he's not the best defensive player in the league. He's not.
No.
He's like a shot blocker.
Yep.
He can't guard in the pick and roll.
Nope.
He always has to drop because of it. He can't guard in space. He can't guard on the perimeter. So it's like you're so limited defensively, but you're so elite at one thing on that end. And then if you compare him throughout the multiple defensive players, Dwight Howard, Hakeem, he's not them. Ben Wall, he's not them.
No.
So it's like he has 4 of them. So it's like historically he's going to be remembered as this defensive player great when he's not that.
Yeah.
You have Bam, you have Wemby, Jonathan Isaac,
Yeah.
Marcus Smart, and all these other guys. He's not them.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree.
Lou Dort, he's not these guys.
Yeah. Okay. We're on the same thing. I think the thing that I'm more so sassy about him is that he just doesn't want to evolve his game. He's stubbornly sticking to what the
And
only
don't
thing
even get me
he's good
started offensively. Don't get me started offensively.
Yeah,
Number
yeah,
8.
like-
Number 8. Number 8.
So for number 8, I have Sengun.
Shankun did not make that list.
Really? Okay. Wow, I
I
thought
have
he
Miles,
would.
Miles Turner.
Miles Turner didn't make mine. Okay, it's okay. Oh, okay. That's
Talk to
interesting.
him about Shankun.
So, I mean, I think we
talk
did
about poor man's Jokic.
Yeah, we did talk. We did talk about this before when I mentioned Jalen Green. How you had mentioned that it's surprising that he's not able to play with someone as great as Sengun, who is the poor man's Jokic, but still he can do what is needed from him, and that is why he has to be above Rudy Gobert and for me Isaiah Hartenstein, because he is young. He's
Yes.
and that only means that he can keep going up and grow up and evolve more with
Or
hopefully he doesn't plateau, but hopefully the idea is for him to keep getting better with Jalen Green, with the players that he has around him, Fred VanVleet. He has so many opportunities and ways to move, to play, that he should only be going up. Maybe it won't be in the Rockets. I can't say what his future is going to be like. But if he's the poor man's Jokic, that means that his roof is to be maybe as good as Jokic. But that's not here or there. We'll see what this next year comes. But I do project him to be at least number 8 compared to all the other centers.
As good as Jokic is a wild take.
I mean,
but no, Şengün, this is like you said, he's young. I don't know what he's gonna project to. I don't know how well offensively he's gonna develop. Defensively at that, Jokic got to the point where now he's not that much of a liability defensively.
Mm-hmm.
Şengün is, and he just needs to develop more of his game, and then eventually he'll definitely be top 10.
Yeah.
But he legit finished 11th for me. But for me, Miles Turner could guard the inside the rim, good shot blocker, could somewhat guard on the perimeter, and he could do both the pick and the pop.
Okay.
You really probably can't run the offense through him, but he developed that 3-point shot to where he's able to help you spread out your offense. You have to guard him on the perimeter. That leaves the lanes open for Siakam, for Halliburton, and now he's starting to become the dual threat center. He's the first dual threat center on this list for me.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't have him. Uh, Not really any shots at him or anything like that. It's just I feel like this season coming up, I feel like he might get overshadowed with a Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam, but that's depending on who they decide is going to be their second.
I think a lot of this also has to seem, as much as like we say it shouldn't be, team success does factor into this.
Mm-hmm.
And like the Rockets have all this talent and they still can't figure it out. Says has to say something while the Pacers took a really good step forward this year.
Yeah, no, completely. That's agreed.
Number 7.
So number 7, okay.
I started to struggle starting at 7 with this.
Okay, well, who did you put?
I put Kristaps Porzingis here.
Wow, I didn't put him on my list.
That's wild. That's actually crazy.
But yeah, I didn't put him on my list. But you want me to say who I put at least, or you want to explain yourself first?
Let me go first.
Okay.
So Kristaps Porzingis, shot blocker, can shoot the ball. You can also feed him in the post. You can run an offense through him. The Boston Celtics didn't really do that because they play such a hero ball offense set. But if you're able to use Tatum and Brown off the ball, when you have Drew Holiday, Derek White, all 4 can shoot, and give the ball to Porzingis at the mid post, he can shoot over players. He's a pretty good passer for his size. Porzingis is really not a player that you like the number 1 guy on the team, but someone that you at points throughout the game, especially if you're on with the second unit, you can run the offense through him somewhat and give your offense more of a variety.
I'll be honest, I don't know why I did it, but I 100% put him as a power. Like in my head, I put him as a power forward, and Al Horford as the center, and I have no idea why I did that. But yeah, but so I have as my 6 is actually Sabonis.
He's at 6 for me, so okay.
Okay. So my thing though with this is that I feel like you missed a big person. But we'll see if we get there.
I'm scared. I'm terrified now.
Okay, so my thing with Sabonis, which why he didn't make a top 10, is kind of the same philosophy I had going in with Darren Fox, where it's like they had a very their season last season was kind of a letdown. So I'm not expecting too much from them. My also problem is because I think we talked about it and then you kind of corrected me with which is like the way they play their style of ball, which is very fast-paced, is what I think you told me when we did our point guards.
Yeah.
And I don't think Sabonis plays fastball. I don't think he plays it well. From the games that I can remember, the few that I watched, I feel like he was always the one lagging behind. Or it was always him taking it always took him longer to get to where he needed to be compared to the fast-paced ball. And also I feel like Sabonis I'm not going to say he did have a really, really phenomenal year, though, overall in the regular season. But because I think he was going crazy with the triple doubles, I think, last season. Or it might have been the season before that.
No, yes, you're absolutely right.
So, no knock at him, but something wasn't clicking. Maybe it was the injuries. But toward the end, something wasn't clicking where he was struggling a lot. And I don't know if that has to do with just kind of being tired as you're going into the play-ins, but that's why I have him at 6. I think as of right now, Darren Fox and Sabonis, they need to prove that they can compete in the West and that they can get to that level that they need to be at to hopefully win a championship or at least conference finals.
So for me, Domantas Sabonis is everything that you said. So for me, Darren Fox plays more of the Kings offense. To me, works in a way that Darren Fox has the ball, you go and try to get something in the secondary transition, and if you have to work through a half-court offense, that's when you get Sabonis involved as the trailer, and you move from there. But my issue with Sabonis is that he's the same thing with Jaren Jackson Jr. is that although he's playing center, that's why I have him listed here. He shouldn't be playing center. To me, he's more of a power forward. He doesn't really have the size to play center. That's why the Kings, to me, at times struggle on the board. Is because then they're oversized with guys that actually do belong at center.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's something that's a hole that Sacramento Kings have failed to fill in.
Okay. And that he was your 5th, right? You said Sabonis was your 5th?
6.
So we both have him at 6?
Yes, because you have I have Porzingis at 7 and Sabonis at 6.
I just looked at my list.
What'd you do?
I have 9 players.
Okay.
Okay, but it's fine. Okay, so no, we're fine, dude. It's 100% because I had Chet Holmgren as my 10th, and then I had to remove him. It's all right, bro.
Okay.
So I'll go up one, so that way it's not messed up. So that I would say that was my 9, 8, 7. So that was my 6th. So bonus was my 6th. So we're going on to our 5th.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So I have Bam as my 5th.
I have Victor Wembanyama at 5.
Really? That's a hot take, broski. I'm gonna be so honest with you, that's a hot one. I would like to hear you go first.
Okay. Listen, I get it. Look, Victor Wembanyama is this unicorn of a guy, probably gonna win Defensive Player of the Year next year. I need to see it. I need to see something out of his sophomore year.
Okay.
Why we're already crowning him guys above Bam, above other guys who you might have him above, I don't know why. I need to see what he developed on an offensive game. I hope he doesn't settle for as much as jumpers. Hope he puts up a little bit more weight. I'm not gonna give a crown to this guy that is on a team that wins 20 games every year. I'm not going to. If you want to be this top guy, win games at the same time. Individual matters, but damn it, win games.
Okay.
He's probably elite defender. Yes, he's gonna be an elite offensive player once he gets there. But I want to see him get there.
Okay, all right. That's valid, 100% valid. Okay. So I have Bam at the 5 because Bam, I'll give it to him. He's a great defensive guy. He can, as they said, he can guard the 1 through 5. If he's on someone, their percentage of shooting is going to go down, no questions asked. Mm-hmm. But the thing is that I don't think Bam's strongest suit is when he plays center. I think his strongest suit is if he's moved to the power forward position. So that's the issue, at least in the center position that we have, that he's been playing so far all of his career, because he's worked on his shot. His jump shots have gotten really good lately. There's defensive wise, I don't know what else he has to do to win a damn Defensive Player of the Year. Sadly, he's not the shot blocker, which is, as we're seeing.
I thought he should have won it last year.
Yeah, but as we see, for whoever runs it, blocks is the only thing that matters, and that's why people who don't really deserve it win it. But it's whatever. You can't get stats on 1v1s in the sense of like when Bam is on a person, they don't look at those stats of the percentage.
Yeah.
So, but that's why I have him at the 5. Yeah.
So I have Bam at 4.
Okay.
Yeah. My one issue is yes, I would love Bam to play the power forward spot, but my one issue with Bam is the reason he's not higher is because he doesn't shoot a lot of threes.
Correct.
And if you want to have a 5 next to him that can't shoot either, then your offense becomes very limited. We're in an NBA where you at least need 4 guys on the floor that can shoot. Mm-hmm. And I think Bam can shoot, he just doesn't.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Jimmy Butler. I think he's a better shooter than he gets credit for, but he doesn't shoot.
Okay.
Butler shot over 40% from 3 last year.
Mm-hmm.
Only took 2 a game.
Okay. But
if Bam is willing to expand his game, it will do so much for the Miami Heat offense. Mm-hmm. And then we could talk about moving him to the power forward spot.
But I think the problem, I guess, with that mentality is that the only reason why he's not shooting threes is because he's in a position where he has to be in on the paint getting rebounds and stuff. Because he has been shooting a lot more threes. We have been seeing that more often.
Yes, the Heat are very small.
Yeah, that's the issue. It's that we can't have another person waiting to shoot a 3. Sadly, every other damn player is doing it. Until we get a good big that can complement.
Which y'all drafted one.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that it turns out Obviously, they're not gonna start. They're not gonna start from the get go. But
Mhm.
he needs. Hopefully, he develops in the right way, so that way we can see Bam's full potential of being somebody that can shoot the three when he needs to. Because we saw in the Olympics, my man went what, like, I think he shot 5 threes and made him, or like 6 threes and made him all. He was out there as a. It was like it was crazy to see. But we only saw that because we had, I think, Anthony Davis as the center, or we had somebody else as the center.
The AD Bam combo show that Bam can play the four, but the Miami Heat just have to decide
Mhm.
to find a way to build around that
Yeah.
possibility, and they just haven't. Jaime Jaquez can't be your power forward.
Yeah.
Jovic can't be your power forward, and they just haven't done it.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
So Bam was at my four. So who's at your four?
My 4 is Anthony Davis.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Talk about AD.
So Anthony. So the reason why I have Anthony Davis as my 4, I feel like so to start it off, I feel like Anthony Davis last season had probably one of his most efficient seasons in the sense that he
I'm
actually
sorry.
played.
He's your 3 or he's your 4?
What did I say?
Your 4, because I have Bam at 4.
Oh, I meant 4 then.
Okay.
How are we confused right now?
Bam should be. No, AD should be your 3.
What? Wait, how are we messed up right now?
Listen. My 10 has been so far. Jared Allen's been at 10. Rudy Gobert at 9. Miles Turner at 8. Porzingis at 7. Sabonis at 6. Wemby at 5. Bam at 4.
So you went Wemby at 5, and I said Bam. Yeah, so 4. Yeah. So I'm on my 4, Anthony Davis. Did I say 3 by accident?
Okay, never mind. Just go ahead.
Okay. All right. So Anthony Davis is at my 4 because, like I was saying, this is probably one of the first few seasons where he's played throughout almost the whole season without getting injured or anything. Which I feel like we've always put availability as kind of one of the factors when at least when I rank him, I put availability as one of them. But all right, sorry, we had some technical difficulties. So as I was saying, Anthony Davis, he's played throughout the whole season. He played really great. I feel like he's at his peak right now. I don't think, sad to say, but I don't think he's gonna get any better than where he's at right now. And so the only way to keep going from here is from his downfall, or hopefully he can just keep managing playing at the level he's been playing at, which is hopefully what he does. But that's kind of why I have him on 4, because I think the people that I have above him, I have him above him for a reason. Is what I'll say.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so if we're gonna talk about availability, it's the best ability. That's why Joel Embiid's at my 3.
Same.
That means I'm missing something.
No. You're good.
Okay, because so Joel Embiid for me is someone that plays at an MVP level, but always something towards the end of the year. He's always hurt, and he can never get it done in the playoffs for that reason.
Yep.
I think we haven't seen him healthy since the 2018-2019 playoffs.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Against the Raptors. I don't maybe when they lost to the Hawks and Ben Simmons did Ben Simmons things, but like as a recent memory, he's been hurt in every playoff run, and that's been the reason the Sixers have not been able to capitalize.
Yep.
Yes, he put up 40 on the Knicks every game, but it shows towards the end of the game he's not healthy, he's hobbling. It affects him defensively and offensively, and it's just until he's able to stay healthy. Hopefully, with Paul George now, he's able to maintain his health throughout the year, and we don't have another Kawhi Leonard on our hands.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Joel Embiid, the way he plays is the only way he can play, but it affects him health wise. We need to see improvement in the playoffs, and I don't know if that means taking less games in the regular season or just
better shape, because it's not like he's banging every play.
Yeah.
He shoots from the mid range. He shoots the threes. He's a great finesse player. Gets to the free throw like no one else.
That's what I'm gonna say. That he But the reason why he takes so many bumps is because he's always looking to get that into the free throw line. So I don't know if there needs to be a change in play style. Maybe Paul George coming in is going to change some things. Most likely not. But Joel Embiid, he will figure it out. He just has to stay healthy. As we're saying, health is the biggest thing for Joel Embiid, or else the process at this point has been damn too long, and we gotta hit the reboot button. And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Crazy. I'm now realizing who's in your top two, and that's nasty work to have him above Embiid already.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay.
So that.
You want me to go first?
Go ahead. He better not be one. He better not be. Listen, he better not be one.
Nah,
that
bro.
All I'm saying.
I'm not glazing that much, bro. Let's relax.
He best not be one.
Victor Wembanyama is my two. All right, relax, bro.
Oh Lord.
So I understand your aspect of saying that you need to see more from him, and that's completely valid. But also, I really don't want to hold him because of his teammates. You also have to remember, yes, he's getting some old guy, but Chris Paul is going to help him elevate his game.
Yes.
And if we're gonna say it like that, the people he was playing with last season did not want to give him the ball. They were like, "You might be number one pick, you might be the freak, the alien, but this is my time to shine." That's damn near what Keldon Johnson. What's the other guy's name? Oh my lord, their point guard, dude. His name starts with like.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Jeremy Sohan out here like, nah, it's my moment. I'm taking the spotlight. You have what people are saying, a generational player on your hands. Someone that is humongous, that can freaking he's on the paint, and he can reach out to the 3-point and still maybe get a damn steal. He just needs the right people around him. That's all he needs. Somebody with experience, which is what the Spurs got him. I'm not saying they might. They're gonna win more. They're gonna finally start accessing the reason why they got him and make him into a great person. Because damn near, when was the last time you saw a player go almost for a quadruple double?
So let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Is he gonna be in the MVP race next year?
It 100% depends on how Chris Paul utilizes him. But I'm not gonna. I think it could be argued, but obviously the MVP they look at wins and stuff, and Chris Paul's kind of the only thing that has
having him in front of Embiid means he should be in the MVP race. Because Joel Embiid, if he had played the 75 games, he would have won MVP.
Yeah, but he did. He did it because he wasn't available. Wembanyama was available. The only thing is that luckily in Wembanyama's case, the Spurs love to fucking rest their people. They love sitting down somebody for 5 games and being like, he'll play 1 game this month and that's it. But I do see the potential. And next season, last season he showed how great he can be. He showed moments of greatness every time with the players that he was forced to play with that were all young. They're inexperienced. They had something. I guess they just did not like French people. But I know for a fact that Chris Paul is going to elevate his game with wisdom, with being able to spot him and giving him. I think we're finally going to see Wembanyama play to the exact potential he needed to be playing at from the get-go, which is feed him the ball and see what he can do, because that's the only way he's going to get better. And I think at his peak, and if he can do it next season, that yes, he can be number 2.
Anyways, this is where I have Anthony Davis.
Okay.
Availability matters. Anthony Davis showed the availability this season. He is the most diverse defensive big man in the game.
Yeah.
Wemby can kick rocks until year 3. Guard the perimeter, guard the mid-range, guard the paint, shot blocker. And he's shown it. And offensively, he got the mid-range jump shot. For whatever reason, he can't shoot threes. I don't know what the hell happened. He can't shoot to save his life no more. But around the rim, finish around the rim, dunk above. He's able to finish above the rim. Free throw line, he got it. He's just a complete player. Just the Lakers don't know how to build a team around him and LeBron. They suck. Move on. Both number 1, Jokic.
Yeah. There's nothing to say, bro. It's Jokic.
Multi-time MVP.
Yeah.
Offensive juggernaut. Plays for his teammates more than himself. He learned how to use his body for the defensive end. Good, not shot blocker, but he's a good rim protector now. He's able to change shots at the rim. I really don't have anything bad to say about Jokic.
When a guy can fling it across and throw the wildest 3-point shot you'll ever see in your life and bank it in.
Yeah, it's demoralizing. His passing is even more demoralizing.
He's
finish. His touch around the rim is immaculate.
Yeah, he is the definition of the new age
best player in the
center.
league. He's the best player in the league.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna wrap up our top 10 players.
Yeah. If you guys think that Wembanyama should be number one,
hell no.
Give me a W Andy on the comments, bro. Let me see it.
And Andy don't know ball. That's fine.
All right, guys.
See you guys next time.